My friends, in this week leading up to the National Day of Prayer for Vocations, we will be focusing on how God calls each member of the church with some special vocation. We will be hearing from a seminarian who is in formation to become a diocesan priest, and may there be many more of those. We will hear from a priest who belongs to a religious order, from a religious sister, from an engaged couple, and from a permanent deacon. These vocations differ one from the other in many ways, but they have this in common. First, that the Lord calls us personally and by name to the vocation that is ours. And second, that all these vocations work together in the life of the church to proclaim the praises of the risen Lord and to advance the church's mission to bring the gospel to the ends of the earth. Pope Francis has written that every vocation is born of that gaze of love with which the Lord comes to meet us. And the Pope goes on to say, we will succeed in discovering and embracing our vocation once we open our hearts in gratitude and perceive the passage and presence of God in our lives. Even in the midst of this pandemic, the Lord is still calling men and women to vocations that will strengthen the church's life and advance the church's mission. Maybe these days when we are under a stay-at-home order, or perhaps these days when we are feeling a little isolated, maybe these days are a good time to quiet our busy minds and hearts so that we can listen to God's voice and perceive his loving gaze. This week of prayer and reflection will culminate with a special Mass I will celebrate at the Cathedral of Mary, our Queen, on Sunday, May the 3rd at 11 a.m. I invite you most cordially to join me online or on TV as we unite in praying for all of those who are discerning God's call in their lives. And I invite all of you to open wide your hearts and minds during the week ahead. To be sure, a vocation is the adventure of a lifetime, and it demands a generous response of love. To you who are discerning, let me repeat what the risen Lord said to his followers. Do not be afraid. Trust in the Lord. Now, to those of us who are settled in our vocations, let me add that this week ahead is a great opportunity to be renewed in our vocations, even as we invite and encourage our loved ones and friends to say yes to the Lord's invitation. God bless you, and God keep you in his love.